Khuddhaka Nikàya. Translated from the Pali by Thanissaro Bhikkhu. Udana, Exclamations. 5. Sonavagga, the chapter about Sona. Rajan Sutta, the king. I have heard that on one occasion the Blessed One was staying near Savatthi at Jita's grove, Anathapindika's monastery. And on that occasion King Pasenadi Kosala had gone with Queen Mallika to the upper palace. Then he said to her, "Mallika, is there anyone dearer to you than yourself?" "No, great king. There is no one dearer to me than myself." "And what about you, great king? Is there anyone dearer to you than yourself?"
"No, Mallika. There is no one dearer to me than myself." Then the king, descending from the palace, went to the Blessed One and, on arrival, having bowed down to him, sat to one side. As he was sitting there, he said to the Blessed One, "Just now, when I had gone with Queen Mallika to the upper palace, I said to her, 'Mallika, is there anyone dearer to you than yourself?' When this was said, she said to me, 'No, great king. There is no one dearer to me than myself.' And what about you, great king? Is there anyone dearer to you than yourself?"
When this was said, I said to her, "No, Mallika. There is no one dearer to me than myself." Then, on realizing the significance of that, the Blessed One on that occasion exclaimed, "Searching all directions with your awareness, you find no one dearer than yourself. In the same way, others are thickly dear to themselves. So you shouldn't hurt others if you love yourself."
Appayuka Sutta, short-lived. I have heard that on one occasion the Blessed One was staying near Savatthi at Jita's grove, Anathapindika's monastery. Then Venerable Ananda, emerging from his seclusion in the late afternoon, went to the Blessed One and, on arrival, having bowed down to him, sat to one side. As he was sitting there he said to the Blessed One, "It's amazing, sir. It's astounding, how short-lived the Blessed One's mother was. 7 days after the Blessed One's birth she died and reappeared among the contented, Tusita, group."
That's the way it is, Ananda. That's the way it is, for the mothers of bodhisattas are short-lived. 7 days after the bodhisatta's birth, the bodhisatta's mothers pass away and reappear among the contented group. Then, on realizing the significance of that, the Blessed One on that occasion exclaimed, "Those who have come to be, those who will be, all will go, leaving the body behind. The skillful person, realizing the loss of all, should live the holy life ardently."
Khuddhaka Sutta, the leper. I have heard that on one occasion the Blessed One was staying near Rajagaha at the bamboo grove, the squirrel's sanctuary. And on that occasion in Rajagaha there was a leper named Suppabutta, a poor, miserable wretch of a person. And on that occasion the Blessed One was sitting surrounded by a large assembly, teaching the Dhamma. Suppabutta the leper saw the large gathering of people from afar and thought to himself, without a doubt, someone must be distributing staple or non-staple food there. Why don't I go over to that large group of people, and maybe there I'll get some staple or non-staple food. So he went over to the large group of people. Then he saw the Blessed One sitting surrounded by a large assembly, teaching the Dhamma. On seeing this, he realized, there's no one distributing staple or non-staple food there. That's Gautama the contemplative surrounded, teaching the Dhamma. Why don't I listen to the Dhamma? So he sat down to one side right there, thinking, too, will listen to the Dhamma.
Then the Blessed One, having encompassed the awareness of the entire assembly with his awareness, asked himself, "Now who here is capable of understanding the Dhamma?" He saw Suppabutta the leper sitting in the assembly, and on seeing him the thought occurred to him, "This person here is capable of understanding the Dhamma." So, aiming at Suppabutta the leper, he gave a step-by-step talk, i.e., he proclaimed a talk on generosity, on virtue, on heaven, he declared the drawbacks, degradation, and corruption of sensuality, and the rewards of renunciation. Then when the Blessed One knew that Suppabutta the leper's mind was ready, malleable, free from hindrances, elevated, and clear, he then gave the Dhamma talk peculiar to awakened ones, i.e., stress, origination, cessation, and path. And just as a clean cloth, free of stains, would properly absorb a dye, in the same way, as Sappabutta the leper was sitting in that very seat, the dustless, stainless Dhamma arose within him. Whatever is subject to origination is all subject to cessation.
Having seen the Dhamma, reached the Dhamma, known the Dhamma, gained a foothold in the Dhamma, having crossed over and beyond doubt, having had no more perplexity, having gained fearlessness and independence from others with regard to the teacher's message, he got up from his seat and went to the Blessed One. On arrival, having bowed down to the Blessed One, he sat to one side. As he was sitting there he said to the Blessed One, "Magnificent, Lord! Magnificent!" Just as if he were to place upright what was overturned, to reveal what was hidden, to show the way to one who was lost, or to carry a lamp into the dark so that those with eyes could see forms, in the same way has the Blessed One, through many lines of reasoning, made the Dhamma clear. I go to the Blessed One for refuge, to the Dhamma, and to the community of monks. May the Blessed One remember me as a lay follower who has gone to him for refuge, from this day forward, for life.
Then Sappabutta the leper, having been instructed, urged, roused, and encouraged by the Blessed One's Dhamma talk, delighting in and approving of the Blessed One's words, got up from his seat, bowed down to the Blessed One and left, circling him to the right. Not long after his departure, he was attacked and killed by a cow, with a young calf. Then a large number of monks went to the Blessed One and, on arrival, having bowed down to him, sat to one side. As they were sitting there, they said to the Blessed One, "Lord, the leper named Sappabutta, whom the Blessed One instructed, urged, roused, and encouraged with the Dhamma talk, has died. What is his destination? What is his future state?"
Monks, Sappabutta the leper was wise. He practiced the Dhamma in accordance with the Dhamma and did not pester me with issues related to the Dhamma. With the destruction of the first three fetters, he is a stream winner, not subject to states of deprivation, headed for self-awakening for sure. When this was said, one of the monks said to the Blessed One, "Lord, what was the cause, what was the reason, why Sappabutta the leper was such a poor, miserable wretch of a person?"
Once, monks, in this very Rajagaha, Sappabutta the leper was the son of a rich moneylender. While being escorted to a pleasure park, he saw Thanissaro the private Buddha going for alms in the city. On seeing him, the thought occurred to him, who is this leper prowling about? Spitting and disrespectfully turning his left side to Thanissaro the private Buddha, he left. As a result of that deed he boiled in hell for many years, many hundreds of years, many thousands of years, many hundreds of thousands of years. And then as a remainder of the result of that deed he became a poor, miserable wretch of a person in this very Rajagaha. But on encountering the Dhamma and Vinaya made known by the Tathagata, he acquired conviction, virtue, learning, relinquishment, and discernment. Having acquired conviction, virtue, learning, relinquishment, and discernment on encountering the Dhamma and Vinaya made known by the Tathagata, now, on the breakup of the body, after death, he has reappeared in a good destination, the heavenly world, in company with the Devas of the heaven of the 33. There he outshines the other Devas both in beauty and in rank.
Then, on realizing the significance of that, the Blessed One on that occasion exclaimed, "As one with eyes and having energy would treacherous, uneven places, so a wise one, in the world of life, should avoid evil deeds."
Kamara Sutta, Boys. I have heard that on one occasion the Blessed One was staying near Savatthi at Jita's Grove, Anathapindika's monastery. And on that occasion, a large number of boys on the road between Savatthi and Jita's Grove were catching fish. Then early in the morning the Blessed One adjusted his underrobe and, carrying his bowl and robes, went into Savatthi for alms. He saw the large number of boys on the road between Savatthi and Jita's Grove catching little fish. Seeing them, he went up to them and, on arrival, said to them, "Boys, do you fear pain? Do you dislike pain?"
"Yes, Lord, we fear pain. We dislike pain." Then, on realizing the significance of that, the Blessed One on that occasion exclaimed, "If you fear pain, if you dislike pain, don't anywhere do an evil deed, in open or in secret. If you're doing or will do An evil deed. You won't escape pain. Catching up. As you run away.
Upasatha Sutta, Upasatha. I have heard that on one occasion the Blessed One was staying near Savatthi at the eastern monastery, the palace of Migara's mother. And on that occasion, the Blessed One, it being the observance day, was sitting surrounded by the community of monks. Then Ananda, when the night was far advanced, at the end of the first watch, got up from his seat, arranged his robe over one shoulder, stood facing the Blessed One, paying homage with his hands placed palm to palm over his heart, and said to him, Lord, the night is far advanced. The first watch has ended. The community of monks has been sitting here long. May the Blessed One recite the Patimokkha to them. When this was said, the Blessed One remained silent.